it's time to find out whether Shane's cocktail actually has some alcohol in it. We'll know depending on whether he answers the questions or not.
I'll answer the questions. I don't think I
With
need
or without alcohol, I think that you will.
Yeah, I will.
So, Shane, I've heard lots of look at his face. I've heard lots of interesting things about you, not just as, you know, singer-songwriter, because we say singer, but you're also a songwriter.
I'm curious to know some of the things that you've heard.
The people used to ask me, because remember, we used to work together at Radio St. Lucia, and we used to have this little thing that we always had this little fun thing between us, and he'd always talk, can you remember the time? Oh my gosh, what did I do? And we were going back and forth with music. And
oh yeah, I had.
Can you remember what it was?
I can't remember exactly what, but I think it was. I think it was for some promotion. I remember I used the Rocky theme song.
There was a
and
promotion.
I was like, yeah, this means war, and like, you know, playing the Rocky song.
That was a classic.
Yeah,
so I can't remember exactly what we did. I was in one studio, you were in another, and I said something to you, and you bounced back, and I'm like, oh no, you're not going to win this one. And I bounced back with you.
And then I had my song queued up.
And yeah, he had this. Imagine, he had a song queued because he knew I was coming to the studio, and he was like. And we're talking about live. This was not recorded. He knew. It wasn't
planned either.
Yeah, and it was so funny. And I remember that day going into town, and everyone said, "God, that was really good. You guys should have a show because it was so entertaining." And so I said, "No, that's Shane. He planned that, you know. He planned that." And I was like, "Who won? Who won?" I was like, "Tell me about Shane. You know, has he got a girlfriend?"
All right.
And I'm like, well, I'm not gonna, you know, I'm not gonna say anything, you know. So, have you got a girlfriend?
Yes, I do. Yes, I do.
Okay.
Yeah.
How long?
It's been
a while?
It's been just a little over a year now. We live together. It's going great. It's going good.
That's fast. A year and you live together?
Actually, it's not. The thing is, it's not. I don't think that when it comes to love and you know what you want out of life, and when you figure that you found that person that complements you like that, I don't think there's anything such as too fast.
You're right. You know, you're so right.
Yeah, because that I know right, but I mean
unless you're 15, 16, would you say the same thing for that?
That because. And again, going back to getting to know
don't
yourself.
Don't give me no long story.
No,
because we're going to still come back to you and the girls.
We will.
All right.
No, but I think that in the context of relations, you have to know yourself first. Because you can't not know yourself and then present yourself to somebody else. Or not have some level of being comfortable with who you are and then try to present yourself with somebody else. Because in that case, I think it's two wholes that make up a relationship, not two halves. Two wholes come together to form one better whole.
Have you said that? Like, do you say that now because you've had your moments of dilly-dallying and not doing things the right way?
Well, yeah, obviously. I mean, that's learning experience. That's life for you. You have to you had to fail a couple of times to get to that point where you figure, you know what, it's working. And I think that I'm at that point where it's working because the person that I'm with, I think she's level-headed, she knows what she's about, and she is her own person. And that's something that I truly believe about myself. I know myself, I know the kind of person that I am, and we just make it work. It's not that we don't have our problems, everybody does, but you know, you, again, put two wholes together to make a better whole, or to make something that the two wholes can coexist and complement each other in growth and in development, emotionally, and whatever ways that are important to you. So I think at this point I think that I've found that. Yeah, so I'm happily in a relationship. Yes. Okay.
Well, that's good to know. So everyone who was asking me before, there's the answer now. I mean, that was kind of years ago.
For the record, there wasn't that much dilly-dallying.
Okay. It all depends on what you term as dilly-dallying.
It's all relative. That's right.
But you know, I think that's how you get your experiences as a man and as a woman. You know, I mean, what is your definition of dating? When someone is dating someone?
Ooh, that's a difficult question to answer. Dating. I think dating is when two people have decided that, you know what, we're going to spend some time together and decide whether or not we want to get into a relationship. I think that's the dating period.
And can you date more than one person at the same time? I say you, I mean generally speaking.
Yeah, I think you can, but the person that you're dating at the time has to know that, you know what, you're an option. You're not necessarily the person that I might end up choosing. So I think you have to be fair to the person that, or the person or persons that you're dating. If you figure we're just trying to feel it out, then I think it's incumbent on you to let the person or persons know that. I think, you know, even when it comes to cheating or anything else, it's really and truly what boundaries or what parameters that you set with the other person. I mean, there are people in what you call open relationships where, you know, a guy can decide, yeah, I'm going to sleep with other people, and you know, and if his partner is okay with that, if his spouse or whoever is okay with that, then you can't tell the person that that's cheating. If she's okay with it, then that's the dynamic of their relationship, and every relationship has different dynamics.
But what age or part time in your life did you think, you know what, I gotta stop this, whatever this is? I'm not talking about anything bad and dilly-dally. No, I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about, you know, a form of maturity, because, you know, men, they say they mature later than women.
That's what they say.
That's what they say.
I think that's
most of the time it's true, though, Shane. Most of the time it's true.
I can't agree with that. I'm sorry, I can't agree with that.
All right, then, okay, well, let's try this. At what age did you decide, you know what, I'm going to stop singing, because you've stopped for a little while, right?
Not exactly. I'm just weighing my options, really. I haven't stopped.
You haven't stopped singing. I mean, you haven't produced anything new for us to see or hear.
I haven't released anything yet. That's it.
Released.
That's it. Because
when is that coming, by the way?
I don't know, when I feel like it.
You have a new love. I mean,
no. It's like where my music is concerned. It's so strange, because for years I've been saying this, like, I'm gonna put out an album. I'm gonna put out the album, and you know, every single time that I feel like, okay, I'm ready. I am at that point where I'm ready to let it go. Then you find that you discover something else about yourself. Like, for example, I'm really into my guitar playing now. You know, but the thing is, I've said that until I get to that point where I am at least, I would say, 80% comfortable being on a stage and playing again, and playing to the level that I consider to be good, that I consider to be, you know, I would pay money, or I would take my time to go see this person play.
You know, you just have these high levels of perfection, because I've heard you play the guitar many times. You know, I would pay to hear it.
The funny thing is, I've done it before when I wasn't even as good as I am now. I used to do it, but I just think that I was being unfair to people who appreciated my music, where I wasn't putting the best possible me out.
Okay.
And I don't know if I'll ever get to that point, but what I know is that I want to be better. Right? I want to be better at a lot of things that I'm doing. I mean, I can say it. I'm being very open. I put on quite a bit of weight over the last couple of years. I'm trying to trim down and trying to do certain things to make me happier about who I am, and be more comfortable in my own skin.
You know, I respect that. I respect what you've just said.
Thank you.
But let me just remind you again, some of it is just called age.
Well,
We'll be back soon.